out there in a pattern as you look out, as our planes are coming in, lining up on our runway. It looks like you want to come in and join us. From pops and props, it's a little airplane you can sit on. You don't get in this airplane, you just kind of sit on it. That's called the Cloudster. Cute little airplane.
Brian, I saw this beautiful little airplane flying around the circuit the other day here at Oshkosh, and I was so impressed. Scott Land is the original designer of the airplane, isn't he, and manufacturer?
That is true, yep.
Now, he introduced this here, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago at Oshkosh.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first time that I've actually seen it flying. Now, are you the owner of the airplane?
I'm not the owner of the plane. Scott actually owns it, and this year I'm flying for him. In past years, Nathaniel Halsmer has been his test pilot and pilot for all of his new designs, and has flown this plane as well as the Zing, which is one of his other designs here at Oshkosh for the past, I think, about 3 or 4 years.
Now, this airplane's called what?
This airplane is the Cloudster 2. The difference between it and the Cloudster 1, which this is actually the same airframe as the Cloudster 1. He clipped the wings about 3 feet, which increased the airspeed, and actually overall improved the performance a lot, and also put the 340 liquid-cooled Kawasaki engine in it.
Now, this is the little 340 here that we've got on the front of this now?
Yes.
How many horsepower is that?
This engine will produce between 30 and 33 horsepower.
And you're using what type of reduction ratio on it?
This is about a 2.5 reduction, and it is Scott's design, his own reduction design, which he sells as a package with the engine.
Now, when this airplane is delivered to the customer, what kind of kit it is? I'm looking just above your head there, and it looks to be a lot of wood in it.
Yes, this is the entire aircraft is built out of wood, and it comes. A lot of the parts are pre-cut. The fuselage has plywood sides, and it is very. It's like building a large model, basically.
Now, is the airplane as a kit, or is it a raw materials when the customer receives it? Like, when I'm building this, do I have to manufacture a lot of the parts for it?
I don't believe you do. A lot of things are cut to size, like, you know, the aluminum and the landing gear come with it. If you can work with wood, I mean, as Scott has told me before, if you're a good woodworker and can use some epoxy, you can build a fuselage in probably a shorter period of time, maybe a week or so.
Now, you're the pilot of these airplanes then, so you know quite a bit about its flight characteristics. What kind of takeoff, roll, climb rate, stall speed, cruise speed, and all that coming in at?
Well, this aircraft, I would say I can have this off the ground. I mean, if I really wanted to get it off quick, I mean, it'll take off about 30 miles an hour, and you're talking maybe 75, 100 feet. Climbs out very well at probably 40 miles an hour, which I like to climb out at. Of course, you can climb out slower, about 35. At about 40 miles an hour, I would say that this would climb about between 800, maybe 1,000 feet a minute. Very fast climber. Cruises between 55 and 60 at about 5,300 RPM. And landing, of course, this model in particular doesn't have brakes on it, but with brakes, I would say you could have it landed in probably, if you were really determined, about 50, 75 feet.
What kind of weight are we talking about all out there?
This right here is definitely a legal ultralight. This weighs probably about 245 pounds, 250 maybe. So it is legal and works real well.
Now, what about control systems? I see your legs are sucked on the side.
Yeah, it is, as one viewer called it, what would be a flying crotch rocket. That it is. The rudder pedals are mounted on the outside, and it has about half-span ailerons on the wings, all controlled by mechanical linkages, rods and so forth, push rods and pull rods. And the tail also is very effective. All the controls, that's really what I'm amazed about the most with this airplane, is it controls very well. Very little adverse yaw, and I mean, just the slightest input and it reacts, which I think is a good thing, especially for a pilot who is first starting out, because you don't want an aircraft that's mushy and is just going to, you know, kind of roll or just, you know, go into a turn or a bank very slowly. It's very fast reacting, and it's really a pure pleasure to fly the airplane. I'm very impressed with it.
What about the cost of the airplane, and when the customers got it all out flying, what do you think the cost would be?
The entire aircraft, engine, everything, raw, minimal amount of instruments, you can have it flying for between $4,500 and $5,000.